Hey guys, today I wanted to show you just my sort of everyday natural makeup look, bit boring in isolation, so I thought it might be fun. Just make sure you have washed your face and moisturized prior to putting any product on. The first thing I want to do is get some of my, well, it's not foundation, it's a BB cream. So if you're like me and you prefer something a bit lighter, this really is more like a tinted moisturizer. So you don't need too much. Probably about a pea size amount, that's good. And what we want to do is basically just moisturize in the face. Like you just want to put it on kind of, I get like quite rosy cheeks, so that's where I like to do it. And just make sure you rub it in nice and clean. So you don't want any like streaky sort of looks around there. So once your BB cream sort of foundation is rubbed in, sometimes you want to go for like maybe like a little concealer. There's a couple of ways you can do this. So this is an e.l.f. concealer. It's like a stick. You can like rub it across problem areas like your eyebrows, for example, or eyelids. Underneath the eyes is my problem area. I get quite heavy bags under my eyes. So you just want to make sure that, you know, it's like a color corrector. You want to make sure that you get those darker areas. And you want to just gently kind of meld that in. I like to use my fingers. Some people like to use, you know, foam implements or like little bits and pieces, but I just like to get my fingers in there. Okay, the next thing that I'm looking at doing is my eyes. So first of all, like I would probably do a little bit of eyelash curling. It's a little bit in the middle. There it is. No, a bit further up, bit further. There it is. Yep. So I'd get myself a little eyelash curler there. Now, if you've never used an eyelash curler, just be careful. Be careful. You want to just yep, that's, so you just want to make sure you get your eyelashes in there and curl them. It's there's lots of different ways you can do it. So once your eyelashes are curled, you just kind of leave them for a bit and you can deal with them later. Something else that I would do next is I would just grab anything. Let's see. Oh, shadow, of course. Shadow's a great way to do. This is a lovely palette from a company called e.l.f. or Eyes, Lips, Face. I quite like it. If I just show you the colors in there, that's quite a nice kind of like an autumn color palette there. So I'm going to go ahead and use this pink over here, and as you can see, I'm using a really fat brush instead of a eyeshadow brush. And something I like to do, now this is a little trick for those of you who maybe don't do your eyes this way. A lot of people just sort of stick to under the eyebrow region, but I like to say, hey, to hell with convention, go above the eyebrow as well. That's still part of your eye, okay? So I'm making sure that my eyebrows are really included in the whole eye zone. And we're gonna go with, like, have we got, yes, this is a blending brush. Now I like to use this blending brush when I'm doing different colors. So this is like a silvery kind of color that I quite like, and I'm mixing it with the pink because why not? And we're still focusing on the eyebrows, but we will bring it down into the eyelid because, you know, it's all about bringing elements together when you're doing makeup. Okay, so even it up, make it even on both sides. Oh, that's looking quite good. What other colors have we got in there? Oh, let's go with this. Oh, that's a nice darker pink. And this is what you want to do when you're making contours and like shadows. You want to go for the corners of the eyes. Just dab it on, and again, as with the eyebrows, the nose is very much a part of the eye region, so don't forget to involve the nose as much as possible. Okay, so let's move on. Next thing I want to look at is what do we got here? Probably a bit of eyeliner is what I would go to next, and this is a lovely one. This is my favorite. It's a liquid pencil. So I'm not very good with drawing lines, but this is what I like to do. So it's a little liquid, so you just go for it, and you can start from wherever you want. Yep, and basically just make sure that you're highlighting the part of your eye that really needs the outlining. Sometimes I like to do a cat eye. Sometimes this is what I like to call a prison in the wind eye. And make sure, like, I like to go asymmetric as well. That's one of my favorite artistic expressions. So I will put that one down, and I think we're ready to go for some mascara. Almost. No. That's the... Oh, actually, no, we'll grab... oh, fuck it. Let's go with that. That's a lip liner. So we can always come back. You know what? There's no rules here. Just start and finish wherever you want. So this is a lip liner. So this is what you can do when you have a lipstick that is maybe a little darker than your normal lip color. And you can kind of fill in your lips a little bit in preparation for the actual lipstick. And you can, if you color in the lips as well, this is like, it kind of provides a bit of a base. And what I like to do actually is overdraw my lips, just because I've got quite thin lips. But now that we've done that, we can go into, what are we going to grab? Oh yeah, we've got to do some bronzer as well, actually. Yep. So if you're doing like a BB cream or a foundation, it's maybe like all one color. Sometimes you want to add in, you need a brush for this to the, no, that's the eyeliner again. And okay, yeah, this is a good brush. It's a little bit of a gamble with bronzers. You've got to be careful, make sure it matches. And what you want to do is contour your face as much as possible. Yep, so highlighting your cheekbones is really important. That's pretty good. You don't want to overdo it with bronzer because sometimes it can kind of look like a tan gone wrong, you know what I mean? So it's just really, yep, just really about getting those little details in to, yeah, really just highlight your natural, what am I trying to say? Your contours, yeah? Okay, what are we up to now? So, all right, cool. So this is a liquid lip liner. It's from, this is from Lime Crime. They're really good. Lime Crime is great. It has excellent staying power. It's liquid, but it dries really quickly. So this is one of my favorites. So we can go ahead and put it on the lip, yeah? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's really nice. The chin is part of the mouth, so make sure that you really get it involved. And I feel like my chin, you know what? Yeah, even the teeth, very much part of the mouth. And the mouth is the most sensuous, alluring part of the body. So I would like to bring a lot of attention to it. Alrighty, cool. Mascara would be good at this point because we've done a lot of work on the eyes, but eyelashes, we curled them before and we're ready to just highlight them with a bit of mascara. So here we go. I like to start with the eyebrows, make sure they're nice and dark, and we want to eventually get down to the eyelashes. Oh boy, yeah. Okay, cool. You know what? Talking about asymmetry, maybe we'll yeah, no, we'll go for it. We'll just add it to there. And sometimes I like to use mascara instead of eyeshadow because it's got a thicker consistency. It's gonna stay better. Oh yeah. So cool. And look, I think we're at the finishing touches. We just want to maybe do like a little finishing powder on the foundation. So that's it's closer to the camera there. And yep, that's the one. And this is just like a finishing powder, just gives you like a nice matte finish. So you just want to sort of tap that on. Yep. Good. You just tap it on, and it just softens up any kind of shiny bits. Anyway, that I like a matte finish personally. I don't like anything too oily. Great. So there we go. And yep, that's all we really need. We can put that down. And the final thing that I do is I will get this finishing spray. Now it's well, actually, you know what? I have this amazing lipstick. This is not a liquid. This is a nice Russian red. And it's my favorite of the MAC lipsticks. Sometimes you can blend lipsticks to get like a different kind of color. So I'm just gonna do a little bit of this. Yep, just on the tip of my nose. Yep, and the lips. What you wanna do sometimes is you wanna draw in colors from different parts of your face and add them to other parts of your face. Because basically what that does is it creates a kind of overall impression. Yeah, the palette all works together. Great, that's really awesome. I think we're basically finished now. So the last thing I want to do is this. It's a beautiful misting spray, and it's basically a makeup setter. So you'll basically just want to spray it and then sort of let it settle on your face. It'll really help to hold that makeup in place for the rest of the day. So here we go. Yep. And just give it a shake and spray. And you're good. And thanks. That's my natural everyday makeup look. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great weekend, you guys.